What did you make of that, Rob?
Our emphasis this week was obviously about defence because we put on a poor performance, but I thought tonight was very, very good. And we're playing against probably one of the best half-court teams that can execute, and I thought we did a tremendous job tonight. And we probably got caught up in their half-court game, and for us to be able to grind that out and then pull away at the end, I think I was very pleased with.
Defensively, it was good. What happened in the first quarter with the shooting?
Yeah, no, it was. See, they play a type of defence that makes you second guess and doubt yourself. You know, do a lot of switching and sagging off, and it really gets in your head. It's a real mental thing, and we just didn't play assertive enough, and that's why I only scored, I think, it's 13 points in that first quarter. But obviously, you know, we made those adjustments, came out a lot more assertive. I mean, finished with 87 points after finishing with 13 that first quarter. I think it shows that we adjusted to that and did a lot better job.
In terms of the offence, Luke Neville looked really good offensively tonight. Are you doing a better job now of getting him the ball? Yeah,
I was so pleased for him and Matt, because we have been shooting the ball very well, and I've always said that that's going to dry up, and that happened a bit last week. And we have to get the ball inside, and I liked his energy, I loved Matty's energy. Thought those guys did a terrific job, and he would have played a lot more if he hadn't picked up all those fouls there, but very pleased. He had, I think, 11 points for the night, so really pleased for him. That'll help him with his confidence.
Is that something that the guards need to work on? Because a lot of Neville's fouls seem to come from him being the last man there and having no other option but to put a foul on. Do the guards need to work on getting back a bit quicker?
It was actually Catron and Conrad that were attacking him. He picked up a soft foul at the end with Martin. I mean, we were switching, things like that. But yeah, the big guy's got to do a better job of containing the player and just using his size. I mean, he gets his arm in, but that's something we need to work at. That's what we keep saying. Let's find out what is wrong. Let's find the solution and let's get better at it.
I haven't checked the final number, but you sent Adelaide to the line 35 times. I think Wollongong seemed a lot less tonight.
We sent them 14 times in that first half, and they only went 5 in the second. So again, very pleased with the way we adjusted and did a better job with that. So again, that's been something I've been very annoyed with, is that we foul way too much, and that gives them hope. It gives them time to recover. And that there plays into their hands. So first half they did an average job of defending penetration. Second half a lot better.
They got within 1 point early in that final quarter. You must have been pleased with the way you sort of lifted a gear. Yeah. We spluttered a little bit at times because we didn't move the ball. We were 2-1 out trying to do that rather than move the ball. But again, it's great. This doesn't work. This does work. So we can cut up tape. We can show our players and reinforce that when we do these things, we're a very, very good team. And it's so early in the season, and we've got a lot of work to do, and it's very encouraging. I liked Bartlett when he drove to the hoop very early once he'd come on. How did you rate his performance?
Oh, that's his first ever game in the NBL. He was scared. he was during the warm-ups, he was very nervous and stuff like that, so I wanted to throw him in early, and I just loved the way he was aggressive on the penetration. I think that took the nerves away from him, and he's got a huge upside in him, and I know he's going to get better as well.
So you've got a long future in the NBL?
Yeah, it's all to do with opportunity. It's simple as that. Right now we've given him that opportunity, and it is only a short-term thing until Damo gets back. But I think this can show other people in the league that he's a legit NBL player.
You mentioned the nerves for him. I mean that drive that Hope you mentioned, that was great. But then he got a bit of shooting yips. It looked like. I mean, probably because of nerves. What did you say to him at quarter time? Because he seemed to reverse that a little bit.
No, just to be aggressive. Just to go out and play. As I say to all the guys, if the shot's there, take it. Don't second guess yourself, and just believe in yourself and what is your strength. And he actually is a pretty good shooter of the ball as well as a penetrator. And I mean, right now I think he doesn't want to interfere with the team. He's just that type of personality. But we want him to be a little bit more assertive with what he's doing.
Robbo, you nearly beat Kev to top points tonight. Was that something you were focusing on? Did you want to put up points tonight, or did it just sort of happen?
I always love to beat Kev at scoring points. I knew they were going to sag off me tonight. They did it last time we played them last season. Literally sag into the key. And I actually thought to myself, be more of a screener tonight and try and get other guys open. But usually when you do that, you end up scoring yourself. So it was more just a right place, right time thing.
How did you find the battle with Glover?
Beg your pardon?
How did you find Glover tonight? We didn't know a lot about him.
Yeah, did not know anything about him. There's a lot of quick guards in the league now, so you kind of get used to it week in, week out. But yeah, that was just one of those things. See how you go when you get out there.
Robert, we've seen it before. Occasionally we've seen you up on the three-point line. You're inclined to pass first sometimes, but you put up a couple of tonight, two from out there. That must give you a bit of confidence that you can, pocket it out there. Yeah,
it was actually Kev tonight at half-time and just said, yeah, if you're open, have a go and see what happens. And I thought, yeah, maybe I will just see what happens. And yeah, put a few up and what do you know, they go in.
Do you find it's, I asked Bevo about it with Luke Neville and Matty getting the ball inside. Are you guys as guards starting to feel you're learning how to play with them?
Yeah, it's a funny thing because I don't think Luke Schenscher when he was here was a different type of 7-footer. Luke's very athletic and very mobile, so you can kind of throw difficult passes to him and he'll get it. And as a point guard, if you haven't played with a guy like that, it is quite difficult to get him the ball sometimes. And you notice Damien Martin when he's playing, he really plays well with Luke. He's been in the Boomer squad. He knows how to play with that type of player, that size of a player. But I think Luke's fitting in just fine, and I think he'll find his feet. And as you've seen tonight, he's going to be a dominant player.
Rob, looking to next week now, the double-header against Gold Coast and Cairns. How do you prepare for that tough road trip?
Well, our focus is obviously going to be on the Gold Coast. It's the first game there, and it's always tough to go up to Cairns. We talk to our guys about it. It's our system of play, and it's important that. Of course, we're going to show a lot of respect to both teams. We're going to scout them, but it's about us. It's about our tempo, what we do well, and that's a great thing when you do get exposed at times that you can work on. So I think we were exposed last week defensively. I think very good tonight. That there's a minimum standard for us. So when we play both those teams, we've got to play like that. It's always tough on the road and give them confidence offensively to shoot the ball and just play.
Do the wins over Adelaide and Townsville, probably best for you, Robbo, do those wins give you confidence going into these road trips? Yeah,
absolutely. It's so tough to win on the road in this league, and yeah, certainly first two games that we win are on the road. We've got nothing but confidence going into these games, and the loss was disappointing last week, yes, but it was more about the process, the way we played. So tonight it was more about how we played again, and we got the win. But it's if we can play like that tonight, we're going to be pretty hard to beat anyway.
But you always talk about focusing on that first game. How do you, as a coaching group, actually go through the process? Do you do a bit of work on Cairns during the week as well? Yeah,
we will. So we'll cut up tape on both teams. I mean, Steve, my assistant's already done that. We've got a lot of tape on them, and we'll spend some time on the Gold Coast. We'll spend some time on Cairns. Then we'll go back to the Gold Coast, and we've got less than 24-hour turnaround to play them. We jump on the plane, get there 5 or 6 hours before the game, so it's a big ask. So from that perspective, we won't even get to have a shoot around. So we've got to be switched on about how we're going to defend them, and it's just all verbal stuff, and hopefully we can pretty much be ready for them as well.
Don't give us too many secrets, but what's the difference between Gold Coast and Cairns? How do you prepare differently for each of those?
Gold Coast are like us, so we're up and down. So it's going to be a track meet. They want to play. Cairns want to play in the half court. So it's going to be two contrasting games. Let's see. It'll be how much energy have we got in the tank after that game against the Gold Coast.
What's the aim for the two games? Is it going all out for the
Absolutely.
2 wins?
We're going for it. Yep, always go for a win. Yep. I've never instructed a player to lose, put it that way. I'm not from Pakistan.